First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim and you, Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. So as you see here, what happens now that Trump has been convicted in his hush money criminal case. And it says, a New York jury convicting Donald Trump on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records brought the former president's weeks-long trial to a close, but ushered in a new phase of the historic case. Now in the unique position of being the first former U.S. president convicted of a felony, Trump faces the possibility of a prison sentence or probation for his crimes stemming from hush money payment scheme he helped facilitate ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Trump, who is known for mounting lengthy court appeals of court rulings against him, has said he will appeal the conviction, which can be done after he is sentenced. Here's what to know about the case following Trump's conviction. When will Trump be sentenced? Judge Juan Merchan has set Trump's sentencing for 10 a.m. on July 11th. Merchan could sentence Trump to probation or up to 4 years on each count in state prison with a maximum of 20 years. For now, the former president will remain out of prison as he awaits his sentencing. Prosecutors did not ask for Trump to post any bond. Can Trump appeal his conviction? Trump has consistently appealed court rulings against him in an effort to delay the proceedings or eventually land his case before a court that may side with him. The New York case is no different. Shortly after Trump was convicted, his attorney Todd Blanche asked Merchan for an acquittal of the charges notwithstanding the guilty verdict. The judge rejected the pro forma request. During the course of the trial, Trump's legal team took other steps to reserve its right to appeal a potential guilty verdict, looking at rulings from the judge on testimony and evidence. They're all but certain to mount such an appeal in the coming weeks. Can Trump still be elected president? In short, yes. University of California, Los Angeles law professor Richard Hassan, one of the country's leading experts on election law, has consistently said that nothing in the U.S. Constitution bars a convicted criminal from running for the nation's highest office. Legally, nothing changes with Trump's status as a candidate, Hassan wrote in his election law blog on Thursday. The Constitution contains only limited qualifications for running for office, being at least 35 years old, a natural-born citizen, at least 14 years, a resident of the U.S., Hassan continued. Additionally, states cannot disqualify Trump from running due to his efforts to overrun the 2020 election due to the Supreme Court's ruling earlier this year, Hassan said, and they cannot add qualifications such as removing convicted felons off the ballot. So he can still run for president, okay? Legally, nothing changes with Trump's status as a candidate. Okay? And the Constitution says nothing about him. Okay? Stopping him from being the president, even though he has been convicted of a felony. Will the conviction cost Trump his right to vote? Though Trump, as a Florida resident, is subject to the state's draconian rules of disenfranchising certain people with felony convictions, he may ultimately benefit from how legislators in New York in 2021 made it easier for felons to regain the right to vote. When it comes to the Manhattan guilty verdict just rendered, Trump's right to vote in Florida in November's election would depend on whether he is sentenced to a term in prison and if he has finished serving that prison sentence by the time of the election. Florida bans felons from voting until they have completed full terms of their sentence, including any supervised release, and until they have paid any associated fines and fees. The latter requirement was the subject of litigation after Florida's GOP-led legislature passed legislation that undermined a state constitutional amendment allowing people with felony convictions to regain their right to vote. And you can read the rest, but this is what happens now that Trump has been convicted in his hush money criminal case. Go ahead and check this article out when you get a chance. But Donald Trump has been convicted of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Okay. He could go to prison or get probation for his crimes. Okay, stemming from hush money payment scheme. All right, in 2016. He could get probation or up to 4 years on each count in state prison with a maximum of 20 years. Okay, he's going to remain out of prison until he awaits sentencing. And yeah, he is going to appeal the conviction. And he can still be elected president. There's nothing in the U.S. Constitution barring him from a convicted criminal from running for the nation's highest office. That's the kind of country that we live in, okay? Where a convicted felon, okay, can run for office. It's confusion. And he can vote. He has to complete the full terms of his sentence, including any supervised release, and pay associated fines and fees. So, there you have it. This is what's going on in America, man. Let's see this video.
What impacts you every day?
Slakia. It's a little ad right here. So there you have it. Donald Trump has been convicted, okay, of 34 felony counts. All right. And this is the book of Genesis, where it speaks of Cain being a fugitive and a vagabond. And that's what the lot of these devils, okay, to be fugitives and vagabonds and not to be taken to justice as of yet. All right, this is Genesis 4:13. And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Okay? So Cain, said to the Most High that this punishment is greater than I can bear. And these devils, they cannot bear punishment. They cannot go to prison. Neither will they go to prison because the system is rigged. As you see, he can still run for president. Okay? And that's off. The scriptures say, as the ruler of the people is, so are the people. As the ruler is, so are the people. Okay? So if the ruler's a criminal, so are the people. If the ruler's crooked, so are the people. And from thy face shall I be hid. Okay, so, Esau Edom knows that, the Most High is not dealing with him. Okay, he is a fugitive and a vagabond. Let's get this word fugitive.
Strong's H 5128. Nuer. Nuer.
Oh, it says to cause to wander. Okay? They wander through the earth, not being brought to justice. And if anybody finds out that they're Esau, they will be slayed. But it says here, and the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. So, the Edomites' lot is not to be slain. They're not to be killed. That's why they're not persecuted like the Israelites are. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And that mark was leprosy. Okay? And Cain, died in the flood, and his spirit came back as Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And that's who these white people's forefather is. It's Esau. Okay? And before that it was Cain. So he is still a fugitive and a vagabond, because there's no way he's going to jail. There's other articles saying that they don't see him going to jail. Okay, his punishment is greater than he can bear. Okay, so if you try to bring vengeance or slay Cain, which is Esau, vengeance shall be taken upon him sevenfold. And that's why these devils are not, put to death for their crimes. That's why they're not, brought to justice like that. This is Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. And the point is, they possess so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, they're still in their hand in captivity to this day, but they themselves hold themselves not guilty. They're not brought to justice. They're not serving prison sentences. And you're going to see this, nothing's going to happen to this guy. Okay. I read another article where they were saying that they don't see him going to prison, but then again, fines and arrest, community service was not enough. Okay, so he's not going to go down for this. Okay, until Yahweh Bashim El Shai comes. This is a second Thessalonians 2. And 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. That wicked is Esau Edom, he's being revealed. Okay. The Lord's going to consume these Edomites with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets. They're bringing these things out. And I'm just reporting on this. Thought this was interesting. And they're going to be destroyed with the brightness of Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Okay? When he appears. And that light is going to continue to expose them. All right? This is Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, because ultimately Yahweh Bashim El Shai has them in power, okay, to do his marvelous work. They're set in power to deceive, okay, and to be the sword of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, to the Israelites. They're set up in power, the basis of men. But that's ultimately, the same as Pharaoh. He was set up only to be destroyed, to show the Most High's power. And as you can see, these devils are full of crimes. But yet they don't do nothing to them, all right? Because it's not their lot. It says the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The wicked's not going to be acquit. Because I doubt that he will do time.
Strong's H, 5352. Nakah. Nakah.
To be empty, be clear, be pure, be free, be innocent, be desolate, be cut off. To be empty, be clean, be pure. To be cleaned out, be purged out. To be clean, be free from guilt, be innocent. To be free, be exempt from punishment. All right. They're not going to be exempt from punishment. They're going to get punished. Okay. Matter of fact, back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. The Holy Father's letting these devils rule until they be taken out of the way. Okay. Isaiah 57:20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. CSB, but the wicked are like the storm-tossed sea, for they cannot be still, and its waters churns up mire and muck. There is no peace, saith the Most High, to the wicked. Okay? There's no peace. There's no acquittal.
Strong's H 7965. Shalom.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Peace, quiet, tranquility, contentment. Okay? There is no peace, saith the Most High, to the wicked. Okay? So, I just wanted to report on this. Okay? Something, quick. Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And a sincere salutation to you, Akim and you, Akwat, to believe in all sincerity. Shalom.